Something has just been revealed about Lila and Kagami that could completely change the story of Miraculous Ladybug Season 7, because Lila and Kagami are not just connected, they may be actual sisters. And if you are thinking, wait, how is this even possible? That's exactly what makes this reveal so crazy, because Kagami has always been presented as the daughter of Tomoe. Lila, meanwhile, has spent many years creating fake identities, fake families, fake stories, and manipulating almost everyone around her. We have never been completely sure where Lila actually came from, and now season 7 is connected these two characters through the same family. But here's where things really get interesting. Tomoe may be Lila's mother, and that means Lila would not simply be another villain attacking Ladybug from the outside. She could be connected directly to one of the Marinette's closest allies. Think about possibilities. Kagami is one of the most closest friends of Ladybug. Kagami is also Adrien's former love interest. Tomoe has always been deeply involved with Gabrielle and the events surrounding the Miraculous, and Lila is one of the most dangerous enemies Ladybug has ever faced. So if Lila and Kagami really are sisters, Marinette could unknowingly be friends with the sisters of one of her greatest enemies, and Adrien could be connected to this family through Kagami as well. That means season 7 could be building an enormous web between Marinette, Adrien, Lila, and Tomoe. But there's an even bigger question. Why would the writers reveal this now? Why take Lila, a character who has always been surrounded by mysteries, and suddenly connect her to Kagami? There has to be a reason, and fans have already come up with some absolutely insane theories. Some believe Lila could have been hidden from Kagami, and some think Tomoe maybe created or manipulated Lila's fan. And one of the wildest theories suggests that Lila could even be connected to the Sentient Monster storyline. But there's another possibility that might be even more dangerous. What if Kagami does not know the full truth about her own fan? What if Lila knows something Kagami doesn't know? And what if Lila's biggest advantage in season 7 is not her ability to lie, but the fact that she now has a family connection to someone Marinette first? Because if Lila can get close to Kagami, she could potentially get closer to everyone, and that could make season 7 completely different from anything we have seen before. So today we are breaking down the confirmed reveal, what it actually means, the biggest fan theories surrounding Lila and Kagami, and the possibility that this family secret could become the main storyline of season 7, because Lila's biggest secret might finally have something to do with her family. What we know so far. First, let's separate the confirmed information from the theories. The major season 7 reveal being discussed is that Lila and Kagami are sisters, with Tomoe connected as their mother. That is the key piece of information. But we still have to be careful about everything surrounding it. The show has not officially confirmed every explanation fans have created for how this family works. So theories about Lila being a sentient monster, being artificially created, having a secret identity, or being separate from Kagami are still theories, and that's actually what makes this so exciting, because the writers have given us the family connection but have not necessarily explained every detail behind it. And whenever Miraculous gives fans a huge piece of information without immediately explaining everything, the fandom starts connecting the dots, and there are a lot of dots to connect here. Why Tomoe is so important? Let's start with Tomoe. Tomoe is not just Kagami's mother. She is an extremely intelligent and powerful character who has already been involved with some of the biggest events surrounding Gabrielle. That means she already has a connection to the world of miraculous villains, and now we are potentially adding Lila to that fam. That's huge, because Lila is not just a normal villain. Her greatest weapon has always been manipulation. She does not necessarily need superpowers to cause chaos. She can convince people to trust her. She can create false identities. She can manipulate relationships, and she knows how to exploit people's weaknesses. Now imagine giving that character a powerful family connection. Suddenly Lila has access to information she does not have before. She could potentially understand Kagami better than anyone else. She could exploit Kagami's trust, and most importantly, she could potentially use Kagami to get closer to Marinette and Adrien. That's why this reveal would be much more important than simply saying Lila and Kagami have the same mother. It could completely change how Lila operates. Now Now here's the theory number 1. Kagami does not know everything. One of the biggest possibilities is that Kagami does not know the complete story that of Kagami's personality. She is incredibly honest. She values loyalty. She does not like manipulation, and she tends to believe people when they give her a reason to trust them. Lila is basically the opposite. So imagine the emotional conflict if Lila and Kagami eventually discover that someone from her own family has been manipulating people around her. Kagami could be forced to choose between family and friends, and that puts her directly against Lila. It could also give Kagami a much more personal reason to become involved in the fight against the new villain. Instead of simply helping Ladybug because she's a miraculous holder, Kagami would be fighting someone connecting directly to her own family. That could be a huge storyline for her character. Now here's theory number 2. Lila's many identities finally make sense. Now here's another theory. Lila has had so many identities and stories that fans have constantly wondered, who is the real Lila? What if season 7 finally answers that questions? Maybe the reason Lila has been able to maintain so many different identities is because her family situation is itself extremely complicated. If Tomoe is her mother, perhaps Lila has spent years hiding her real family connection. Maybe there's a reason that she does not use the Tasurugi name publicly. Maybe she was separated from Kagami. Maybe she deliberately hides her connection to Tomoe. Or maybe there is an even bigger reason we simply does not know yet, but this would explain why revealing her connection to Kagami now could be so important. For the first time, Ladybug could potentially have clue about Lila that does not come from one of Lila's lives. Her family could be the key to discovering who she really is. Now here's theory number 3. Lila is the new Gabriel. And this might be the biggest theory of all. Gabriel's era was built around one central idea: family. He wanted to change the reality because of his obsession with his family. But Lila is completely different. She does not seem motivated by the same kind of love. She wants control. She wants influence. She wants people to believe her. And now she's potentially connected to another powerful family. So what if season 7 is intentionally creating a new version of the Gabriel storyline? Instead of Gabriel and Adrien, we could get Tomoe and Kagami and Lila, and Marinette could find herself caught in the middle. This would create an incredible parallel. Adrien is connected to the previous villain through his father. Kagami could be connected to the new threat through her sister, and Marinette could be connected to both families through her relationship with Adrien and Kagami. Thirdly, the battle against Lila is not just another superhero fight, it's personal. Now, the biggest season 7 possibility. Now, here's the theory I find the most interesting. What if Lila's biggest weapon in season 7 is not a miraculous? What if it's Kagami? Not because Kagami would willingly betray Ladybug, but because Lila could manipulate the situation around her. Imagine Lila gaining Kagami's trust. Imagine Marinette knowing Lila is dangerous but being unable to convince Kagami. Imagine Adrien getting involved because Kagami is his friend. And imagine Tomoe refusing to reveal the truth. Suddenly you have a storyline where nobody knows who they can trust. And that's exactly where Lila is strongest. She does not have to defeat Ladybug physically. She just needs to make Ladybug dub the people around her. That's why the Lila and Kagami sister reveal could be one of the most important developments of season 7, because this is not just a new family tree, it's potentially a completely new battlefield. And remember, we still does not know the full explanation behind Lila's mysterious past. We does not know exactly why she has so many identities. We does not know how much Kagami knows. We does not know what Tomoe has been hiding, and we definitely not know what Lila plans to do with this connection. So my prediction is that season 7 will slowly reveal the truth instead of giving us everything immediately. First, we discover Lila and Kagami are sisters. Then we discover the history behind their family. Then we learn what Lila actually wants, and eventually Kagami could be forced to convince her own sister. And if that happens, Kagami could become one of the most important characters in season 7, because Lila may have finally found something even more powerful
told then another lie. She may have found a connection to someone Ladybug trusts. So now I want you, what you think about this theory.
Are Lila and Kagami really going to have the same mother? Why was Lila's identity has been hidden for a long time? Does Kagami already know the truth? And here's the biggest question. Could Lila's family connection be the key to defeating Ladybug?
And me your theories in comments. And if you want more Miraculous Season 7 spoilers,
Theories and official updates, make sure you are subscribed, because if Lila really is Kagami's sister, Season 7 just become a lot more dangerous. Until next time, stay miraculous.